That's what's up, man. So we talked about all the past and how we got here.
Yes.
Let's talk about this new project, Life of Pedro. How you came up with this album title? Like, what's the inspiration behind it?
Yes.
Well, the Life of Pedro is really like the art of storytelling, because, you know, we come from that era where, you know, you could actually listen to music and then you hear the substance. So, you know, it was last year around March, you know, they were doing a festival, and I performed. And I remember just praying on it one day, just sitting praying. I'm like, look, I don't want to just sit here and be like I never did everything I could do.
Right.
And I woke up, I was like, you know, I prayed to God. He was like, remember when you told me this prayer right here? Remember when you prayed to me? These are what you said. So don't ask me for nothing. I gave it to you already. It's up to you to go ahead and follow that path and do what you got to do.
Amen.
And I said, you know what? I'm not going to procrastinate no more. And I just started going in, sitting in the car, doing the videos, and I had dropped this Broken Love story.
Yes.
Love that one too.
Yeah.
Feel good music, you know?
Yeah. And it was crazy because that story that I did in the car, it caught traction.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? From Nick Cannon to Mr. Olympia to like everybody, even Talib Kweli, all of them in the comments. It's like, yo, like this is fire.
Yeah.
And
substance. It got substance.
Exactly.
When it feel good,
you know
and
I made you understand. I wanted people to see music from a perspective, let them know that it's still here, you know.
Yeah.
And in that art of storytelling, you know what I'm saying. So Life of Pedro is like everything that happened in Broken Love Story. When you see he talked about how he met his girl, how he was broke, how she helped him get back on his feet. Like any man, you feel me? There's real women that will help you get back on your feet. So shouts out to the real women. I love y'all. Yes, baby.
Billy love y'all.
Billy love y'all. What
Big
y'all
Zoe,
need?
what's up, baby?
Big Z love y'all.
Not the little one.
Not the little one. But and you know what I'm saying? He gets, you know, and like every man, you know, they'll get money and they don't do what they're supposed to do. They get caught up in a lifestyle, and she left.
That's true.
You know, and before you know it, he found where she was at, and everything went for a turn. You know what I'm saying? A drastic turn. But this album, The Life of Pedro, is everything that happened in between Broken Love Story. It tells you what led Pedro up to just having, where he was just so ready to snap. You know what I'm saying? And then the last song is called Therapy, which I feel a lot of people need. You know, everybody needs therapy. It's not, don't ever think therapy is wrong. They don't make it crazy.
Cool. Yeah,
not
exactly.
crazy. It's like, you know what I'm saying? They be like, I don't want no tutor. You feel me? I don't want to go to Esau. You feel me?
Caribbean parents be like, you
don't,
don't, you talk to a doctor, like you say, you looking like you're crazy, or like you don't tell people all your business, but everybody
sometimes the doctor be like, yo,
you gotta express yourself.
He is crazy. He writes it down in the notes, but you know what?
Let me not say
it. He listening. You feel me? We gonna get him Baker acted, but we got him. No, therapy helps, you know what I'm saying? But therapy in the album, it's a man telling you about his flaws, his mistakes, and him understanding how he sees himself within his kids and who he could become later on in the future, you know? Yeah, like
I like that little little side,
you feel me? Yeah, you know, man, come here, girl. You feel me? Yeah. That's my little right there.
And speaking of Life of Pedro, man, what do you think makes this album different from, like, you know, your previous ones?
It's more me. Well, all my albums, if you go back, there's always like a few tracks where you see me just telling stories.
Right.
And even see it tell you, even from G Code.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Those are stories.
It was a whole story. Ball like a dog. Whole story. Hood. When you hood, you good. Whole story. Like that's how I was taught to rap.
Right.
Introduction, body. You know what I'm saying?
And
conclusion.
close,
You know what I'm saying? And we don't have that nowadays. It's just, we call it Tourette's rap, scatterbrain rap.
Oh my God. One thing and there's a whole nother topic.
And the song be a minute, 60 seconds, if that.
And we done. Cause like we in a generation where so microwave everything, they need it quick. Who's next? You know what I'm saying? So.
That's true. That's facts.
We still got older folks like us who listen to music.
Yep.
I was playing a song for E-Class the other day in the car. He was like, but who gonna listen to it, so? You know what I'm saying? These young kids ain't gonna listen to it. I said, but are you vibing? He was like, yeah, I'm going to listen to it.
Hell yeah.
So you think you the only, you feel me? You think you the only grown man out there?
I think it's hard cause, you know, hip hop, we just celebrated 50 years. So it's kind of hard to see people become OGs or the older people listening to it because we so used to it being a young person sport.
That's true.
So now for people like you or other artists, if you making that music, you're gonna find your lane. You're gonna find your audience.
Yeah.
It's not like when you had to just do this to get the kids behind you. Like everybody's listening.
Make a dance song now.
And that's what's gonna make you different anyway and stand out.
Don't I like my vegetables? What? What I like it with? Extra leg, give me what?
You know what I mean? Oh man, so.